Hello everyone, welcome to another motovlog on my channel. My name is Marshall3498, and on today's motovlog is going to be about motorcycle related as normal on my channel. And that topic is what I want to talk about is, in my opinion, the top Chinese motorcycle manufacturer right now, which in my opinion is CFMoto. CFMoto started in the US I think in 2020 or 2021. They moved their headquarters over to here. They have believe it or not, been building engines for KTM as, you know, like a contractor with KTM parts. They're just final assembling it for a good while now. They started doing the 790 and 890 engines. I don't know about the rest of them, if they build any other engines than that. But as of you who don't know, the CFMoto Ibex 800 Ibex is that's a 790 KTM motor in that bike. But I don't know, by saying that, I don't know if the parts themselves are, I mean, if the engine case themselves, sorry, it's a little bit of traffic. I've got stuck behind the pace car. I don't know if that motor says CFMoto or if it says KTM on it. I'm not sure. I know it's the exact same motor. It may look a little different, you know, not have emblems or whatever on it, but it is that is a KTM engine. So they started out really, that I know of, they started out building side-by-sides and ATVs. They're side-by-side. They have a 50-inch side-by-side that retails brand new, as of filming this anyway, for $15,000 for a 50-inch wide, which is like the, you know, the ones that'll fit on an ATV trail a little easier than a wider side-by-side. You know, they're $15,000. So, you know, if you was to buy, you would have to buy the bottom barrel Polaris Ranger or Yamaha. I don't know exactly off the top of my head which Yamaha that would be. But I think that's a Wolverine or something. I'm not completely sure, like I said. But they, you know, you're going to have to spend an awful lot more money. Even a base model of those that is comparable to it is probably going to be $500, maybe $1,500 cheaper on the side-by-side. The ATVs are the same way. They're like biggest 800 ATV that has, like, I don't remember exactly all the specs off the top of my head. That is like a motor that makes like 70 horsepower, I believe, and has tons of tech and features and TFT dash and all kind of stuff that's wild, power steering, you know, all the latest stuff that everybody else has, for like $8,500, I believe. And you can't hardly get like a mid-tier big Japanese ATV for that price. If you want to go like the highest spec like that, you're probably talking at least $3,000 more, maybe even more, for something comparable as far as the size of the motor, the features, the horsepower, suspension travel, all that stuff. And they just, I think you're really getting a lot of value for your money, for lack of a better term. It's like the store brand of stuff in like the grocery store. It's just as good. It's probably made almost the same, but it's like, you know, it's much, much cheaper. These days, everything's more expensive. People still want to go out and have fun, but they have to stretch that dollar farther. And I think not only CFMoto, but any Chinese manufacturer or anybody who's looking to buy any type of high-end bike used for, you know, a couple years old is getting, you know, they have to make that money stretch. So to get something just as nice, they either have to go used several years old, like 4 or 5 years old, because the used motorcycle prices now are insane, just like cars are. So, you know, the money's got to give somewhere, and if you still want brand new, you're gonna unfortunately have to buy something Chinese. Now, is it like the greatest stuff out there as far as having everything, some of the stuff? No, but they're so competitive as far as like their price features. Some of them have Brembo brakes, depending on which one you get, and so much other stuff. I mean, yeah, when you get to the high-end bikes versus their high-end, there may be some differences, you know. As far as I know, CF Moto doesn't make anything above an 800cc platform at all. So, you know, you can't get their equivalent of BMW 1300 or 1250 GS because they just don't make one. But, you know, for people wanting that mid-level tier bike, you're getting a lot of bike for your money. Oddly enough, though, you know, like the new 450 CF Moto MT that's been so popular, that's another one that everybody's looking forward to. It retails for like $7,500, and it's a 270-degree crank, the only 270-degree crank in that small bore size, you know, under 500cc, that has, you know, that real raspy, fun, playful character motor of what a 270-degree carries. And, you know, like my KTM 890 Adventure that I have at home, it has that 270 crank, and it is just raspy and rowdy, and it is a ton of fun for an adventure bike motor. And even though they put that motor in several different platforms, what I'm saying is that's what CF Moto did with the 450. They took their 450 engine out of their street bike and put it in that, and put some off-road capability, suspension travel, aided suspension travel, tubeless tires front and rear, which is the only person who's doing that in that category. And some people are going to be like, well, I love tube tires. Well, sorry on that, you're going to maybe just have to put a tube in it and deal with it, whatever. But they're just making so much stuff, like it's crazy. The Papio that looks like their Grom equivalent, they're making so much stuff for the money, 2-year warranty. I am very impressed with them, especially for the money and the parts list they have on them. That they're really just, nobody trusts them because of, you know, the whole, all it's made in Chinese. Well, guess what, people? I hate to tell you, almost all your stuff now, your high-end stuff that you like Apple phones and Apple watches and Beats headphones and stuff, most of that stuff's made in China too. I hate to break it to you. Like, for instance, I'm wearing Climb riding gear. Guess what? Their Climb is owned by Polaris, which is a Japanese company. Granted, it's not Chinese, but you get the point. It's not American-made stuff. Yes, it may be American-made, American-built, but it's still owned by someone overseas. That's all I'm saying. But that's about all I got for today's motovlog. If you've not already done so, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below, and we'll talk about it in the comments and tell me what you think about it. That is CF Moto the best Chinese manufacturer out there? I think so, and that's my opinion. But on that, guys, ride safe and have fun. We'll see you on the next one. See ya.